One, that our bilateral relationship has certainly grown rapidly, but that it has larger implications for the region. A lot of other countries look to us and to our relationship in many ways as a factor of stability and security. This has happened at a time when there is increasing uncertainty in the world. For our partnership in the Quad format has been very beneficial for the Indo-Pacific region and indeed for our own bilateral relationship. When it comes to the 2+2, I'd like to make a few points for our collective consideration. One, that our bilateral relationship has certainly grown rapidly, but that it has larger implications for the region. And a lot of other countries look to us and to our relationship in many ways as a factor of stability and security. Second, this has happened at a time when there is increasing uncertainty in the world. We are seeing sharper polarization, deeper stresses. And today, while it is important to ensure that the routine is there for the region to feel safer, so we have to build and we have to act for stability on a daily basis. Third, we do face exceptional challenges, some regional, some global. Many of them involve challenges to the rule of law, and as comprehensive strategic partners, it is important to also plan for those exceptions. And these could be man-made exceptions, but these could be HADR situations where, again, it's important that we have a culture of cooperation in order to respond. For our partnership in the Quad format has been very beneficial for the Indo-Pacific region and indeed for our own bilateral relationship.
India and Australia are pursuing a comprehensive strategic partnership. Cooperation between our two countries has been consistently deepening as well as diversifying. More so since our inaugural 2+2 ministerial meeting in New Delhi in August 2021. Whether it is defense, trade, education, science and technology, or people-to-people ties, we continue to see an upward trajectory across all spheres of our bilateral cooperation. There is a consensus on both sides that is a strong India-Australia partnership will augur well, not just for the mutual benefit of both our countries, but also for the overall peace, security and prosperity of the Indo-Pacific. The commitment towards further strengthening of our bilateral relationship has been reaffirmed at the highest level every time our Prime Ministers have met, either for summit-level talks or at multilateral fora like the Quad and the G20. Excellencies, defense in particular has become one of the most important pillars of our strategic partnership. I have had the opportunity to take forward some important initiatives with the Minister Marls through our bilateral engagements. Earlier today, we also had the opportunity to discuss our bilateral defense cooperation at length. I am sure that through this meeting today, we will move ahead to take this partnership to the next level.
We are two countries which share history, we share democratic traditions, we share the rule of law, freedom of speech. We share this in a world where our strategic alignment is greater than it has ever been. For both of us, China is our biggest trading partner. For both of us, China is our biggest security anxiety. And we share an ocean, and in that sense we are neighbours. And there has never been a more important time for our two countries to be working together, and from our perspective we cannot overstate the importance of this relationship. We really look forward to talking more about that strategic landscape in our meeting today. We look forward to talking more about ways in which we can cooperate around maritime domain awareness and more about the ways in which we can cooperate with our diplomacy, particularly in the region that surrounds us. This year, Minister, as you said, has been a big year in terms of defence. We've seen the first visit of an Indian submarine to Australia. We've seen greater cooperation between our P8s, the highest tempo of defence exercises in our country's history. All of that speaks to, I think, the appetite and the ambition on both sides to be engaged more in defence and to see that as being very much part of the bedrock of the bilateral relationship.